America is an entertainment-seeking industry. Many find different ways to entertain themselves, while some have found a more interactive approach. This is Video Gamers.
My name is Tyler Garcia, but my friends call me Steve. The top 3 games I play, I'd have to say at number 1 it's League of Legends. Number 2, I'm gonna say World of Warcraft. Awesome game. And number 3, I guess I would say MapleStory. I play video games because they're awesome. The thing about games that attract me to them is pretty much everything. I don't really see a downside to video games. GG! To say that there's only one positive thing about gaming for me would be to say that there's one positive thing about my life. There's not really much you can say about it other than the fact that it's just my life. There's nothing else to it. A positive thing for most people when they play games, though, I would say would have to be that you can just have fun if you use it in moderation. I don't really have a preference whether I'm playing by myself or with a group. It really just depends on my mood. Sometimes I just don't feel like talking to anyone because I'm too engrossed in a game. So it really, truly depends. Some of the major differences between playing video games by myself and with others is basically that when you play with others, you can talk to each other and tell each other where to go and things for team games. And when I'm by myself, it's me time. Me time in video games is basically a time for me to escape from reality and do whatever I please on an online community. Some of the positive things that non-gamers don't see within games is that some people just need a release from life. So even though they can't see it, other people can, and it's not up to them to decide whether or not something is bad. The only major bad thing I see from playing video games is if you play too much and you get some type of health problem. Not really much else to it. Social status isn't too important when you have a really good game to play.
Yeah, this is a fun game. So fun right now.
I love the old school vibe. Like I remember playing it as a kid when I was like 6 years old, and it was so fun, and it's still fun.
Josh Forbes.
I'm Alex Cook.
I really only play on weekends. Like, I don't know, I never really have time.
I play whenever I have friends to play with.
Yeah.
Get some guys together. Yeah. I think a lot more people are generally accepting of video games. I think in recent years a lot more people have been drawn to video games. Like you have the older crowd kind of attracted to the Wii, Nintendo going after the casual markets, and then you have the iPhone with the casual markets. So I think video games, where it is now, are attracting more and more people, and it's becoming more and more of an accepted entertainment.
I do not play video games. I've only played them a few times in my life when I've been forced to by certain people, such as my boyfriend. My name is Jessica Lee. In forms of entertainment, I like to watch TV shows like The Office and Modern Family, and I also like to read. Just not for school, but by myself. I know, there's still people who do that. When I think of video games, I really just think about guys running around and shooting each other. That's pretty much it. My general impression about video games, well, it used to be that they were a complete waste of time, but then I decided that other forms of entertainment, like watching movies, was basically the same thing. So I try not to judge gamers too much now. And so I'm pretty just neutral towards them. I think gaming becomes a problem when you let it interfere with your relationships, such as your family or friends here at school, or when you let it interfere with your schoolwork. Some people stay up all night and then they don't get any of their homework done, and you're paying way too much at Taylor to be doing that. I think it becomes a problem when you let it interfere with your spiritual life, such as when you let any form of entertainment take over more time than you're giving to God. I think that's a problem. I think group video gaming, I know that guys say that they bond a lot when they play them. I don't really understand that because they're never really talking whenever I've been around them. And I guess as a girl, I think of bonding, you need to be talking. So maybe I just see that differently and I don't understand it. But I think in general it's okay. It's just like me watching a movie with some of the girls on the wing.
Dang it! Careful!
Okay, you're gonna have to move. You can't do that. Alright,
Can I
Steve,
change positions like in the middle of it?